Good morning, students. This is Mrs. Jones, and I'm going to teach you about what I need to have happen before we go on our field trip to the Crocker Art Museum in Sacramento. So, as you know, we are in a ceramic class and we're learning all about different glazes and surfacing for our pieces. And there is a great expedition that's happening at at the Crocker Art Museum right now that I thought we can go to. But there's things that I need you to do before we go on this field trip. So I thought I would make a screencast on how you can research how to get to the Crocker Art Museum, the artists that we're going to look at, and exhibits that you might possibly want to see as extra credit for towards the end of this class if you need to make up credit. So first things first, what you're going to do is you are going to log on to the internet. I am logged on at the moment, and then we are going to go to the Crocker Art Museum, which is crockerart.org right there. You're going to hit enter and boom, we are on the website, and it's a very beautiful website. So from here, what we are going to want to do is we need to go to artwork, and you can see you don't even need to click on it, it just comes right up. And then we're going to go to current exhibits. Now this is going to show us all the current exhibits that are happening at the moment. Don't want to go down too far. Now the artist that we're going to be seeing is Ruth Rippon, and her exhibit is called Exuberant Earth, and she's in ceramics, which corresponds with our class. So you're going to click on that and it's going to open up the link. And what we want to do is we want to learn more about her. So when you click on this link, you don't have to worry about buying tickets. The school's going to do that for us. And you're going to scroll down and you're going to learn all about her. So what we've already learned about her in class is that she was a really prolific artist, and especially for the Sacramento area. And as we've been learning, and our class is all about experimenting with art and trying new things, she was so influential because she was so experimental, and she was the one who came up with the strigofota on engobes, which is, remember, that's where you put a couple of different layers onto the piece and then you scratch through it to get a surface area. And she was also one of the only women instructors at Sac State in a very male-dominated teachers that were on her faculty. So she was quite cool. So you can also scroll down here if you want to see a little bit more of her work before we go. This is where you can see probably that scratching through the surfaces, which she created and became famous for. So we'll get a couple more. And remember, she experimented a lot. So you're going to see a vast variety in what she could do. So what I want you to do before we go on this field trip is I want you to read this little synopsis about her life. And I want you to write just a couple of sentences of what you find most interesting about her career before we go to the exhibit. All right, so once you do that, I want you to go back to the artworks, click on there, and I want you to click on upcoming exhibits. So for here, this is where you can see all the different exhibits that are going to be coming in the future to the Crocker. This is where your extra credit is going to come in handy. I would like you to pick any of the exhibits that seem interesting to you. Pick one. Like for me, I would love to probably come see Becoming a Woman in the Age of Enlightenment, French art from the Horvitz collection. So I'm going to click on that. And the same thing, it seems like a very easy site to navigate. We're going to learn more about this. Oh, and perfect. It has a little blip on what this exhibit is about. So I want you to read the little blips on what the exhibit is about and the one that you want to see. And I want you to write just a couple of sentences on why you find this would be interesting. And then if you want the extra credit, please go to this. And it looks like our class gets out in late May, so it looks like you'd be able to go see this one in the beginning of May. and or sorry, middle of May. And then I want you to write a 1-page essay on your experience with this exhibit. Again, your extra credit will be due the last day of class in case you need extra credit, and this would be a great way to do it. So also, a great thing about this website and the Crocker Art, it shows you directions on how to get there. Looks like you can just type in your address. It also gives you the museum hours. Again, like when we go, it's going to be free for us. The school's paying for it, but for your extra credit, it looks like that you will be getting for only $5 to get in there. And let's say you have a friend who's a college student, they can get in for free. If not, your parents can take you for $10. So it's really not too bad. There's also, you can learn about it. The Crocker Museum has an amazing amount of history through it. It's really cool. The Crocker has the old Crocker, which is from, I want to say the 1800s. And then a couple years back, they made the new part of the Crocker, which is more the modern part. So you really get a look at both sides of culture in museums throughout history. All right, so that is what we're going to be doing. I will see you in class, and I look forward to the field trip. Bye, guys.